To Sunday episode of Selling Past Your Expiration Date. I'm Jay.
I'm Peg. And I'm being thrifty over 50.
Yeah?
Yeah. I guess so. Oh, gee, no sports. Well, the Pro Bowl was on today, but
yeah, how's that boringness?
That is such a lame game. I don't even know why they have that game.
And does anybody even watch it?
I watched it a little bit because while my mom was packing to come out to Vegas tomorrow, and I said, "Oh, this is so boring," and I just kept on packing.
Yeah, I think when I was a kid, it was fun, but man, it is just not exciting.
No, it's not. I mean, they don't really tackle because they don't want anybody to get hurt, and so they should erase that one. And as far as I'm concerned, the same thing with basketball. All they do is go down and shoot. There's really no defense, back and forth. So, just kind of forego those games as far as mom's concerned. And then I had a little panic attack today. Some of you know I am leaving to go out to Vegas tomorrow to be with the kids for a couple weeks. And while I'm sitting at my granddaughter's soccer game.
Wait, hang on, Stacy. Stacy has a question. Hold on a sec.
Oh, what do we got, Stacy?
A couple weeks?
You want me to babysit that pupper, you better be nice to me.
Oh, yeah. Can't wait.
So I said, while I'm sitting at my daughter's soccer game, I got my phone. Thank goodness.
Your daughter's soccer game? My sister's playing soccer?
My granddaughter, sorry. I get the notice, your flight has been canceled. I go, oh, no. I said, yeah. Now you be proud of me. I did everything in the phone and got the new flight all done and ready because I was afraid to wait till I got home because I knew I wasn't going to be home for hours and I wanted to get it done. So I did change my flight and no more direct flight. So that's a bummer, but at least I'm still coming out.
All right. So you got your new boarding pass on your phone?
I do. Actually, I do. Yes.
What letter did you get?
Oh, well, after they rescheduled me, B.
All right.
Yeah,
you need extra time getting on board.
Yeah, I do anymore. Okay, I'm going to bring this subject up, but I want to tell you that Mom attempted to do a video today. And I had a dead wall because there's something on my phone. My YouTube app is not in there when you go.
So you just got to go to the YouTube app on your phone.
Okay, I did that, and I've got it.
Camera in the upper right hand corner. Then you upload video.
Okay, I've done that far, and that's where I'm stuck. So after the show,
so you uploaded the video?
I did, but then I'm stuck. I don't know where to go next.
Look at your workbook, and it's written out.
I can't find my workbook, and I looked.
Are you kidding me now? No,
I searched all over this morning for my workbook.
We've done 2 episodes on this. Go back and watch the episode.
I did. I looked at Margaret's, and I looked at yours, and ours is. I'm still in the middle of it. So
all right.
So far, so good, but. There's
lost your workbook? Come on.
I know, but here's the key. And for us old timers.
Here's the key. Don't lose your workbook.
No, I know. But when you say like upload a video, if you don't know how to upload a video and you've never done it, we're getting bad.
But I walked you through it on the video, in the class, in the workbook.
I know, but at that point I got.
So yeah, you're past the hump.
Yeah, well, I assume what I've got left isn't all that hard. We're getting bad feedback, honey.
Do you see the new acronym?
Yeah.
What's the new acronym?
JAQ.
So for those of you,
so there's a new acronym in the chat already.
Honey,
what?
JAQ, just a quarter, since that's all you pay for stuff.
I love it.
All right, so we're gonna add that. Write that on there. I'll add it to the actual file in the group. Just write JAQ down.
I love
that. In honor of my mommy, JAQ, just a quarter. That's how Peggy thrifts, just a quarter.
I love it. You guys are great.
Oh,
my
I
goodness.
am going to East Hunter. She lost her workbook. That's where all the notes are written
I
out.
know. Jason, isn't that awful? I mean, I know it's here, but I just can't put my fingers on it.
Oh, Mom's echoing, or I'll throw my headphones on.
Yep.
Oh, you know,
Sorry
I can
about
hear
that.
And
Oh, so Stacy can't hear me now?
I am on my phone because then you'll hear that.
Right. Well, you could listen to your headphones. It'd be a little weird. All right, hold on.
Okay.
Hold everybody.
I will
Because weird, because I didn't hear any echo. Neither did Mom.
I will sacrifice for the show.
All right. So cool. All right. Here we are. All right. So
Hello.
today we are doing acronyms. Look, we
Yeah.
have new people in the group all the time. So make sure you save the link to this episode too and share with them because A, they will be verbally said aloud and explained. And then B, I'm also going to show how to find the acronym file in the Thrifting Board. So we've got 100 people watching right now. I am sure of that 100 watching, there are some of you who have never been to the file section in the Thrifting Board. And if you haven't, shame, because there is so much good content. All of the lifeguards, your admins, have worked very hard to put a lot of good content in there. It answers so many basic questions. And we see those posts every. How do I find my store coupon for my shipping supplies? What do I do if a buyer doesn't pay? What do I do if a buyer says they didn't receive the item? All those things are in the files.
Well, it is. You know, when my mom was looking through to find how to do the video, I said, oh my God, I knew we had good content, but as you really start to look at the list, it is amazing. Just amazing. So, you know, it's when Jason goes to show any of you newbies watching, boy, it's right there at your fingertips. Answers a lot of questions. I don't hear you, honey.
I know. I was trying to figure out what Stacy's doing on her phone.
I'm just looking at it. I didn't touch anything.
All right. So let's talk the acronyms. And Paul's got a new one. LMW, lost my workbook.
Oh, mommy's getting it today, aren't I?
LMW. I like that. Thanks, Paul. All right. So we were in LA last night because we were hanging out with some friends. We saw ballet. I had to pick up something I bought, did some CD shopping. I'll be sharing a lot of that with you guys in the different groups. But on the ride home, I'm like, how am I going to show these letters? I want to do it some fun way. So I walked across the street to my neighbor's house because she has kids. I'm like, hey, you got the old school blocks with all the letters on them? And she's like, nope. And another neighbor was having a garage sale because they're moving to Cleveland. I'm like, do you not like yourselves? You're moving to Cleveland? Have you never experienced winter in Cleveland?
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, they were selling a bunch of vinyl letters. So I bought them and I came home like, where am I going to put them? Oh, it's Vegas. How about backs of cards? So our first acronym is AZ. Now, it would seem pretty self-explanatory, but just in case you're totally new to reselling, AZ is shorthand for
me? Let me see. Amazon.
Amazon, yep.
Yeah, the thing is, you know, people could think it was A to Z if you don't know.
Well, yeah, but we would have done the number 2Z.
Right.
But that is also Amazon.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah, it is.
So you're still back to Amazon.
Yeah. Yeah, you are, no matter.
All right, Mom, what's the next one?
Okay. Buy it now. Okay. Ben is buy it now. And where do
you use that?
Yeah, that you use when you are listing your goodies on eBay. You have your choice of auction or buy it now. And I know I do mostly buy it now. Auctions once in a blue moon, but you know, I do a buy it now with best offer. And I suppose we'll get to that.
Well, so the next one is not body odor, although it could be. It could be in some of the thrift stores we all hang out in. No, but it is best offer. But now, have any of you ever read the BO acronym and you thought, why are they talking about body odor? Has anyone ever done that? Come on, now raise your hands. So yeah, best BO is best offer. Now, when I list all my things, it's almost always BIN with BO. I always do buy it now with best offer because I always price my stuff a little bit higher than normal. If someone grabs it right away, I've made a little extra. Someone makes a best offer and it's pretty easy to accept, then it's kind of in line with where it should be.
Right.
All right.
I think on this next one, Jason, I'd like to see if there's anyone in the chat that does not know this next one because we use it so often.
Now, this one, people ask all the time. And I'm actually shocked of all the ones. This one shocks me the most because if you've ever watched any cop show ever in your life, there's always a point where they say this word, bolo.
They did last night, and I was watching the 2020 cop thing, and they said bolo, and I said, "Oh my God, there it is."
I mean, especially I can't tell you how many times they put out a bolo on Dragnet.
Oh yeah.
So bolo is be on the lookout. So in our terms, it means keep your eyes peeled for this tiki mug. Be on the lookout for this tiki mug. But it's a term that's been around forever. Cops use it because they put a bolo. Be on the lookout for a tall man with no hair, bushy beard, wearing a Doof Warrior t-shirt and a lot of tattoos. So that is a old school cop term that has worked its way into our world, our vernacular.
Right.
Debbie's funny. Cops go to thrift stores, the source. All right, Mom, what's next?
Okay, we have the DC is delivery confirmation when you're doing, your tracking, when you're looking up your tracking situations. So delivery confirmation, everybody.
Yep, and somebody wants to know if Stacy's doing the flashcards. Yep, she is my Vanna White.
I love it.
And this one you don't see too often, but we want to make sure that
it's not one of the more common ones.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so our next one. Now, this one's very important. This is probably one of the most important ones because when we talk about it, you should know what we're talking about, and you should know how to access it. So DMM is the manual. What's it actually stand for? What the hell is that?
Domestic Mail Manual.
Thank you. It's the manual for the post office. So when you walk into your post office, you can't reach that. Never mind. That's FOMO up top there. All right. So when you walk into your post office and you FOMO something, and we'll talk about what FOMO means in a second, but when you walk in with a flat rate envelope that looks like this, and they try and claim that the word flat means shape, you should have at the ready either a printed out version or a link to the DMM, their manual that says flat means shape. If it fits, it ships. I can't. Now, look, this is not bashing the post office, but I cannot tell you how many uneducated employees that work the counter at the post office there are across the country. I am shocked that they still argue that flat means shape. It doesn't. I
know it doesn't. I mean, it's crazy that they think that, but it does happen. I mean,
so the DMM is the manual that you need to know because there are certain things that they try and say, and that's not true. Like the newest one is if you alter any flat rate or regional rate box, you can, as long as it's gotten bigger or smaller, and you cover up the words regional or flat rate, you can use that. We've had a couple stories lately in the Thrifting Board where things got rejected or the clerk said, you're going to pay more. That's not the case. They changed that 2 years ago. So it's like they make these changes and then there is no continuing education with their employees.
Yeah. And Jason, one of their ads on TV, if it fits, it ships. I mean, I've seen that ad, in their flat rates. So they
this one I hate. Don't use this one. And I see a lot of you using it. I have never once searched for this.
No, me neither. Ever.
It stands for excellent use condition.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And when I see that entitled, I shake my head because I've been buying online for 22 years. I have never typed that one time in a search. Never.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you, 114 to watch live. Have you ever typed this when you're looking for something?
I never have, and I have never used it in my title or anywhere. Some
things you do have to use, and we had a couple coming up that I would definitely recommend using when appropriate. But see, we got right away. No. Yeah.
No.
So, I gotta bring that up too. But yeah, I've seen it in the group, people using it, and that I think it's a waste of space. There are better words for whatever product you're selling that you could be using in that space.
Right.
Yep. Look at that. Someone says it's the first time seeing this. I wish it was the first time seeing it, but I see it in a lot of posts in the group. So, all right, Mom, since you do this all the time, let's talk about this.
Oh, well, I do a little.
No, you don't.
Well, wouldn't you call that fulfillment by Amazon when I go to Walmart and buy out their stuff from this Christmas?
Are you sending it in? Are you sending it into Amazon?
No,
okay, well then you're not.
No, I'm not. No, so this is fulfillment by Amazon, which I have never done.
Yeah, so fulfillment by Amazon is when you ship your stuff to Amazon and then they sell it for you. What you're talking about, Mom, is arbitrage.
Arbitrage, yeah. I knew. I just didn't get my right words as usual.
All right, so this one you will see all the time in the thrifting board.
Yes.
And what it stands for is not fear of missing out, but it is FOMO. It is how you wrap a tiki mug in a piece of cardboard that fits perfectly in a padded flat rate envelope. So inside of that is some bubble wrap and a piece of cardboard. And now the mug can ship safely anywhere in the United States, including Canada, Alaska, Guam, American Samoa, Hawaii, U.S. Virgin Islands, and Puerto Rico.
Right.
Now, I forget what the new rate is, but it was $6.90 up until midnight tonight. I think
it will be $7.55, Jace.
$7.55. Okay. So for $7.55, you can FOMO mugs anywhere in those places I just mentioned.
FOMO means freely overcoming mug obstacles.
Very good.
All right.
Oh, and Pamela likes my Doof Warrior shirt. Thanks, Pamela.
Yeah.
All right, Mom, tell me all about Doof Warrior.
Yeah, I haven't a clue. Sorry, folks.
No?
No.
You're not down with the Doof?
No.
All right.
Doof is a doofus. That's what I say. What do I know?
All right. Final value fee. So what did you pay, or what did you have to pay because you sold this? So eBay takes their cut, or Amazon for that matter. And so the final value fee is what it cost you to sell that item.
Yep.
So you should know your VFVs. Someone said I just searched EUC Patagonia shirt, 574 results, 745 completed, 47 sold. That doesn't mean it's a good word to use just because a lot of people use it. Yeah. I mean, okay, so let's do a comparison. Are you ready? Let's search look with the two @ symbols. Let me tell you how many are going to be in there, because just because people use it, doesn't mean it's a good word to use. So let's do the @ K. I bet you there's going to be 20,000. Oh, 127,000 used L @ K. Now, I wouldn't recommend using it because, again, that's just a waste of space. No one's ever used that to search. So, all right.
That's crazy, honey.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it is.
All right. What's our next one, Ma?
FP is fixed price listing. Fixed price.
Yep.
Yep.
So you do an FP with a buy it now and BO. See how they all work together?
That's right.
All right. This is where Mom gets everything for a quarter. It is not a gas station. It's a
How many more months do I have to wait? I'm getting the Trimbolitzis because I'm not out there.
Oh, you can go to garage sales here. We have them all the time.
Yeah, I hope that we get some. So I'm looking forward to that next week. I hope. So yes, GS garage sale.
Garage sale, which also could be YS for yard sale, obviously. All right. This is very important to know because I recommend not using it.
Yeah. Well, I never use it.
Yeah, this is another one you'll see all the time. And if you're new, you won't know what it means. But global shipping program, right? Is that what a program?
Yep. Global shipping
is where you sell stuff internationally. You ship it to Kentucky, and then eBay ships it on for you. The reason I recommend not using it is educated international buyers won't buy from sellers that are part of the global shipping program because it charges the customer more. So I can ship the same item that you're shipping using GSP to the customer, and it'll be 40% less when I ship it.
I know. Why would anybody do that? I just don't get it, Jason.
If you're selling something fragile or expensive, because eBay takes over the owning it once it gets to them and they ship it off. So if something happens along the way after them, then it's on eBay, so to speak. But it's still, you should ship well enough that it doesn't matter if it's going to Nebraska or Japan. You can get it there.
Right. Exactly. Now, Tina says she hasn't seen half of the acronyms that we've seen.
Tina, that tells me you have never been in the files in the Thrifting Board, which we'll talk about.
Yeah, I know, but a lot of people don't know to go there, I don't think. And I think that's why I'm glad you
files. And so if you're in a good group, they'll be using the files. So, all right. What's this?
I know this one. Good till canceled.
Yep.
And that's also in your listings.
Yeah, so some of you do 30 days and then relist. Some of it, like me, just does good to cancel. So that means your listing keeps relisting until it sells or until you cancel it. The C.
Yeah, that's pretty much how all moms are that way. Are yours all that way, Jason?
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much? Yeah, me too. Me too.
Now, Jenny says she sells breakables GSP. All right, Jenny, I'm going to put you on the spot here. Do you need help shipping your breakables if you're selling to Nebraska? Nope. I ship no differently, whether my shit's going to Nebraska or Japan, ship the same way. Breakables, non-breakables. So if you can ship to Nebraska, you can ship to Japan, and it's costing your customer less money. If we have any of our Canadian brethren in the chat right now, I saw Craig in there. Craig won't buy from anybody with global shipping because it costs too much damn money for them. Well, yeah, that 3 ounces to the UK is not $35. You must have selected priority or express because 3 ounces to the UK would be about $14, give or take. And I don't know.
Heidi, it'll be first class. Scroll all the way down as you are figuring out your weight and everything. Scroll all the way to the bottom. That's where the first class comes up, and it should be probably for 3 ounces, $15 maybe.
Yeah. All right, so Jenny, there it is. There's 2 educated foreign customers, Craig and Diana. They will not buy from sellers using GSP. So having GSP, you're cutting people out. So Jenny, if you can ship breakables to California, you can ship breakables to Japan or to Canada. So, and then Ron, great idea. You can add insurance with ShipSaver for $1.50. There you go. There you go. So you'll get more customers. Now you'll get uneducated customers, that's for sure, because not everyone's educated. That's why we do these shows. Not everyone knows all this stuff, but the ones like Craig and Diana who know, they'll just keep on moving. Like I'll keep on, like if I go to your listing and you have 42 paragraphs of what I need to do as a buyer and what not to do, I ain't buying from you. You're too much of a pain in my ass already.
I know. Some of them write a book anymore. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, here, Wiki just said I sold plates through GSP. Every one of them broke. I'll never use GSP again.
Oh boy.
But look, if you're selling a $10,000 to $1,000 item, well, there might be limits, but if you're selling an expensive item, but most items I sell are like, $10 to $100. That's just what normal price. If I was selling a $10,000 item, it might be a different story. All right.
Did you see that comment from Heidi? She said she was on her phone and it would not show her anything but priority. That's why it was so much.
Definitely on your laptop. The easy app is not the greatest app, so definitely on your laptop. Oops. Yeah. All right.
Oops. Where are we at?
What's the next one, Ma?
That's a piece of cake, I would think, for everybody. Goodwill.
Yeah, that one was pretty easy.
Oops. Hey.
Oh, what? Sorry. Because after Goodwill, there's this.
There's the Goodwill outlet. Woohoo!
Where you dig through the bins by the pound.
That's right. Oh, I have to do that again. That was so much fun.
There's a couple here, Ma.
Yeah, I want to do that. I hope you have some free time to go thrifting with me.
Oh, I'm sure I do.
Okay.
All right. How many of us have had the dreaded INAD?
Yep. Once in a while.
Yeah.
Item not as described.
So when you send out, you know where this happens a lot too? If you're not paying attention to how your pictures look. So if you take a picture and the coloring's off and you don't notice it and you don't fix it, and so the customer thinks they're getting like a light blue shirt and they get like a seafoam green, they might not be happy. So item not as described. Now sometimes that's chosen and it shouldn't have been, but sometimes it is just because you didn't write your listing well or your pictures were good.
I find that happens to me a lot, and Dad doesn't adjust the camera with blues and purples.
Yep. Purples are always a little tricky, and some greens and blues too.
Yep.
All right, so we have this post every single week in the Thrifting Board. Well, not every week; it's just a continuing post, so everyone should know what it is.
Come on. Who knows? Who's going to answer first in the chat? Who knows this one? We all should know this.
Yeah, this one's pretty easy. And if you haven't been on this post, you should for two reasons. If you can be on either side of this.
Right. Anybody guessing? No guesses? Not yet. I know they're a little behind us.
Either side of this. Yep, Debbie's got it. In search of. So we have in search of posts that CR started. So if you are looking for something, like one day someone was selling cranium caribou and they needed a key, and I had an extra key, so I sold it to them. And then if I need something, I'll throw it up there if I got something. So, definitely, if you've not checked out the In Search of post, CR did a good job keeping it cleaned up too. Go check out that CR that post for In Search of. Give me
kind of go together, yeah.
Yeah. So that's a duel.
Right.
All right. What's that, Ma?
Keyword. Everybody.
And then when we have the dreaded S.
Yeah.
It's not keywords.
Oh no. The changes
this is
actually.
Something you should never do.
Keyword spamming like onesie. Can't use onesie.
That's not keyword. That's different. That's not keyword.
That's right. It's not,
here would be keyword spamming. This mug is made by Tiki Farm. Another mug manufacturer is Monk Tiki. Monk Tiki has nothing to do with this. So if I threw Monk Tiki in the title, that would be keyword spamming. If you're selling a Coach purse and you put not Gucci, that is keyword spamming.
Yep.
All right. If you've been on the Thrifting Board, you should know what LG stands for, because in the Thrifting Board, it's all beach themed. We don't have admins. We have lifeguards, because while you're surfing the seas of e-commerce, every once in a while, you need a helping hand, and my lifeguards will be there to give you that helping hand. So
and they are the best. They are terrific.
So if you've had a lifeguard help you recently and you haven't said thanks, reach out and say thanks.
That's right.
It's a free position. They do it out of the love of helping people. So make sure that anytime anyone reaches out and helps you, they say thank you. All right.
Okay.
Now,
this
I used to subscribe by this all the time. I've softened a little bit, but I still do it to an extent.
Yeah, you do. I mean, well, yeah. I mean, like mine was 7 years old last week. One of my items. This is list it and forget it, which we kind of do, but we shouldn't go too far, I guess, like Mom did.
Yeah.
I mean, that was 2012 was the date on that item I showed last week, remember?
Yep. So, yeah, people are like, my item's been up for 4 days and no one's looked at it yet, or we haven't had enough view. Like, okay, let it go for a while. Work on the ones that have been up for a little while. Listen, forget it. Don't be like, a watched pot never boils. Okay, we'll talk about this term all the time, and if you don't know what it is, you'll need to know what it is so you understand it. MCM stands for mid-century modern. So cool vintage stuff from like the late 50s, 60s, and 70s. That's mid-century modern.
Right. And that's quite a bit of what we sell. I mean, that's it's pretty popular out there, you guys. So those of you who do your thrifting and garage sales and so forth, mid-century modern sells very, very well. Oh, I don't like those initials.
Yeah, so this isn't the MF you're all thinking of right now, you naughty kids, you.
Oh, I know. Mommy's bad, I know.
This is merchant fulfilled, so I list all these CDs on Amazon, and I ship them. That means I MF. I merchant fulfill them. I ship them, as opposed to FBA.
Uh-huh.
All right. All right. All right, Mom, what's that?
Okay, this is mint in box. In other words, this is a mint condition and in its original box.
Didn't we just do this?
Yeah, it's the
same thing.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah.
I should have crossed that one out.
Right.
Yeah, sorry. We had a little
W.
I meant to cross one out. INAD, NAD, not subscribed, item not subscribed.
Same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, but we don't need that. All right, what's Nehru? Isn't that a jacket?
Spelled just a little different. This is not a registered user, meaning the eBay members close their account, pretty much.
So if you're having a account,
have you ever seen that? I've never seen that.
Yeah,
anywhere.
it hasn't happened too often, but you have a transaction with a person, and then you go back to talk to them or something, and you're like, not a registered user anymore. What? It's so weird. So, it happens. minor in a bar.
Yeah.
All right,
All right.
Mom, what's that?
My mommy knows this one. New in box.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, new in the box means it's new in the box, and more than likely they've never used it. I mean, that's what it is. I mean, a lot of times we find that good old stuff is new in the box still.
Yeah, Mom, you're the queen of finding good old stuff new in the box.
Yeah, we have definitely been lucky on that end of it.
All right. I don't know what this one is.
Okay. This is never removed from the box.
Oh yeah. I never find stuff like that.
I
I've never used this one.
Yeah, I've never used that acronym. And there's been a couple of times when we did not take it out of the box. You know what I mean? I didn't want to disturb anything. So we did the best we could on taking our pictures without removing it from the box.
You getting a workout over there? Stacy's getting a workout, getting all these letters together. All right, now this one I use quite a bit, and I really think you should, because people who are searching for specific things will definitely use this term. And NOS is new old stock. So for instance, I found a 1967 air filter for certain Chevy cars that had never been opened. Okay, well, it's 2000, it was last year, 2018. It's still new in the box, but anything that's been laying around for 40 years, yeah, the box had a little dent in it here, a little oil on it there. Who's ever buying it's going to use it for their old Camaro. But new old stock is stuff that just hasn't been used, but it's been sitting around a long time.
Right.
What do we got next there, honey?
Okay. Well, we almost have a twofer coming up. Almost.
Yeah. All right. I'll get.
Okay, so that one is new with tag.
And
that one quite a bit.
Yep, and then stick the O in there. There we go.
And then we've got new without tag. Close enough. Yeah, NWOT, everybody.
Now, I see the NWOT being misused all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You've really got to know, like there were jeans you bought, you clipped the tags off, they didn't work out, and you never really wore them other than to try them on in your bedroom. That's new without tags. Pulling a pair of jeans on the bottom of the bins and saying new without tags. You're just kind of asking for an INAD.
Yes. All right, what do we got next? What is that? I don't think I know it. I don't know if I know that one, Jason. Oh, one of a kind. Sorry. One of a kind. God, my mind went blank on that.
Yep. One of a kind. And now that's kind of saved for things that maybe you did some arts and crafts yourself, or you found like a painting that was only a one of. I don't use it too often, but at least this way you know what it is.
Yeah. What's scrolling through there on the other?
I'm finding something for the show.
Okay. Gotcha.
Don't you worry. Don't draw attention to the man behind the curtain. Jeez.
What the heck's going on?
Well, hey, what's that big man doing over there? No, don't you say nothing. All right, Mom, what's this one?
Oh, this one is out of print.
Now, where that's used quite a bit is in the CD world, which I teach you guys a lot about.
Yeah,
so make sure that you pay attention to out of print. And don't misuse it, but there are a lot of CDs that people look for, and they will search for that CD title and out of print, because also some CDs will have multiple versions. And so this one's out of print, and that's the one they want. They don't want this other version.
That's okay. The next one is OP.
Okay, and the next one, watch this. Pa-da! That's the next one.
Yeah, now this one, Jason, I've never heard of this one. Original.
Well, look at that. You're learning stuff on your own show.
I am.
When we talk about the OP, it is the original person who made the post. So if there's a discussion going on a post on Facebook and someone says the OP, that means the person who made the post.
Okay. All right. Well, I learned something new on that one.
There you go. See?
Yep.
Someone said, using any of these in your title? Yeah, some. Like I said, I'll definitely use OOP for the CDs that need it. I will use NOS for new old stock for those that need it. Absolutely.
Are there some that we're not allowed to use anymore, Jace? In the titles?
They always tell you the search tells you not to use some of this, some of that. So I typically put them towards the end of the title.
Okay. All right, everybody. All right. We just talk a lot about this one, and Jason just showed it. Padded flat rate envelope or priority flat rate envelope.
Yep.
It can be either or.
All right. PM or DM means private message or direct message. So if you're having a little chat with somebody, they're like PM me or DM me, that means let's take it off of this public forum and just send me a direct message.
Yep.
Sometimes that's good, and sometimes that's like, no, creepy, I ain't direct messaging you.
I never know. That's right. You just don't. You just don't.
What is this?
R-O-E,
Where's that?
right there.
Oh, that's an I, my dear.
Oh, yeah.
My Vanna White just fell asleep in the middle of a word. She pointed again, went right there. I'm like, nope, that's an I, not an E.
Well, we all should know this. I mean, you should keep track anyways. A return on investment.
Right. So, you know, it's not something you use in your title, but you'll see people say, what's your ROI? Because sometimes mom used to be, you know, you're buying things for $3 and you're selling for $1.50. I mean, you're buying things for $1.50, selling for $3. Your ROI ain't too good. And so don't waste your time unless you're a brand new seller and you need to build up your listings and your feedback.
Exactly. Oh, well, we all go to a lot of these Salvation Army.
Yeah.
Lots and lots. That's for sure.
And then we take the Salvation Army and we turn it into
Hey.
Sarah. Now you'll see that one quite a bit. And that's one that came out of our world directly, kind of like Lifey, List It and Forget It, and FOMO, Free the Overcoming Mug Obstacle. Sarah is when you find crappy tiki mugs, like the Leilani, and I want you to rid the world of them, so smash and run away.
I have one of those today, but I brought it to do that, just to talk about that today. So it's working into our haul.
What we got next? Okay, now this does not stand for Stacy Meckler.
Yep.
But it does stand for social media. And if you're not part of our social media shared threads, you should be, because it really helps get more eyes on your items. And we have a great social media team of lifeguards, who I see Angela in the chat right now. And this week, the theme is Spice Girls. Yay!
I saw that. Woohoo!
I am so excited.
I think somebody might be shopping. You never know.
All right. What's this one, Ma?
What do we got? We are, thrift store. Good gosh. Yeah.
But it's funny. People see TS and they're like, what's that?
I know.
And then you're like, thrift store. Like, oh.
More important.
So Craig said NRFB is big in the doll community.
Ah. Okay.
All right. Y'all should strive to be this, although it's not as exciting as it used to be.
No. Which is too bad.
And what is this?
Top rated seller.
Yep. Top rated seller. So that means you're doing all the things eBay said you should be doing. And so in terms of this is what the customers want. If you don't want to, that's fine. You just won't be a top rated seller. It's not as big and as exciting as it used to be. Okay, this is not a UTI. This is a UPI. And what's that stand for, Ma?
Unpaid item, everybody.
Yeah. We all get it from time to time. I got 2 right now that I'm so bummed because I sold some stripper heels and some nice Disney bookends. And I don't think everyone is, I don't think they're going to be getting sent out because they're not getting paid for.
All right.
All right. This you never want. There we go.
No.
Found the
No,
post.
no,
That was
no.
cool.
Yeah. Verified.
Yeah. What is it, Ma? Go ahead.
Verified rights owner. eBay.
Yes.
Yeah, we talked about that in one of our shows
Yeah.
back a while ago. So that would be one to really look up, because that comes in where that comes in with the onesie, doesn't it, Jace?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you use the word onesie and you're not talking about a Gerber product, because Gerber owns onesie, you will get zeroed by eBay, meaning Gerber will tell eBay, hey, pull down Stacy's listing because she has used onesie inappropriately. And we had a discussion in the Thrifting Board. Someone had a t-shirt that was supposed to be for the Pittsburgh Steelers. It didn't say it, and it wasn't official.
Mm-hmm.
And they used Pittsburgh Steelers in their title. And so the rights owner said, pull that listing. That's not a Pittsburgh Steelers t-shirt.
Yeah, can't do that.
Nope. All right, and we already did the last one, so we can just stop on the last.
Yeah. And Jason and I have never used that one ever.
Yeah.
Have you?
Very
No.
gently used condition. Yeah, I've never used that either.
Yeah, me neither at all.
And then
And
last,
going back real quick though, on the Vero, isn't Velcro another one we can't use?
yep, unless you know it's Velcro for sure, but that's tough.
Right.
And then
Right.
VV is Value Village, which also is a part of Savers.
Yep.
All right. Any acronyms we didn't hit that you guys are like, hey, man, I was in the group the other day and I saw this and I don't know what it means? We're happy to answer them. But while I'm waiting to see if anyone has any of those, I want to talk to you about what the Thrifting Board has been doing to help our fellow thrifters who have been affected by this government shutdown. I do realize that it's getting reopened. It's only for 3 weeks. So I'm sure this will not go smoothly. But we have been helping federal employees who are in the Thrifting Board who have not had a paycheck in over a month. And what we've been doing is once a day, profiling a different federal employee member of the Thrifting Board and posting their store and then, asking everyone to go buy something. So if you need to go buy a ceramic pineapple dish, instead of going to buying it someplace else, buy it from this member like I did today. So far we have done 3. And let me see here. Like I said, I forgot to get this ready because I totally forgot about it. So our first one, and the person that came to me to talk about this idea was Erica. This is Erica and her family. And so the Thrifting Board came through in spades and bought a ton of stuff from Erica to help her out. So that was awesome. And then our next one was Sheila. And let's see, the first one, what I buy? Oh, I bought a shell wreath from Erica. I bought a pair of Converse All-Stars for Stacy from Sheila. And then today's is Lynette. And her husband is a wildland firefighter, hotshot in California. He's been furloughed since December, but he has to be on call, ready to report in case anything goes down. So if a fire breaks out now, he is going in without pay. He's going to risk life and limb without pay. So if you have not bought anything over and the Thrifting Board from these members, please hop over. Now, granted, they're like I said, the government's reopening, but they've not been able to pay their bills the right way for over a month. So it still doesn't hurt to give your fellow man, your fellow surfer, a helping hand. So please, if you haven't bought something yet, pop on over. And you can still buy from Erica, and you can still buy from Sheila.
I gotta get on there. Mommy hasn't had a chance to get back in there. I will take a look tonight.
And a bonus for me is I have all these packages coming that could be used for the shipping segment of Thrifty Business, either good or bad. And all 3 of them said, yeah, I better pack this well.
They're in panic mode.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
So
The Kahuna's going to check us out.
yeah. So hop on over to the Thrifting Board, help out your fellow thrifter, and buy something cool. And you know what? Buy something, Valentine's Day is coming up. Mother's Day is not too far away. I think Arbor Day is coming up. You need to buy a tree or something. All right. So do we have any other acronyms I missed? Oh, the most important part of this whole show is let me show you where to find the acronyms and everything else important in the Thrifting Board besides the post. If you see over here on the left is the word files. So click on the word files and you will see what the lifeguard team has put together. It is amazing. Clothing resource links, how to follow or save a post or thread, how to clean anything, official Thrifting Board tax questions, how to find your free shipping supply coupon for the eBay store, frequently asked questions regarding flat rate envelopes, how to ship a large plush, how to do local pickup. If you have not looked at the files ever, has anyone want to raise their hand in the chat saying, oh my gosh, I've never looked at these awesome files? There it is right there. Acronyms, what does it mean? So if you click on that, and we're always updating it and adding to and taking away, there it is. There's a list we worked off of today.
Did you see Angela's new acronym?
FSJ, fear of shipping to Jason, is the new acronym.
I know, I saw that. Jason, is your store name just Tiki Pub or what is it?
Ma, come on now.
I never know if it's Tiki Pug at Gmail, Tiki Pug.
Well, that would be my email. So thanks for putting that out to everybody, Ma.
Oh, oops.
You want to throw out my address too?
Yeah, let me think about that.
You want to throw out my social? No, I am Tiki Pug Music. You don't know your own son's store? That's sad.
Well,
That's sad.
sorry.
Tear.
And I go to it all the time, but it's automatically in there, see, so I don't see it all.
I know.
I don't have to see
But
it.
yes, if you've not been to the files, and I think most groups use the files, and if they don't, they're missing out on a valuable tool. So if you're in a group for, say, like Star Wars toys, or you're in a group because you like to craft together, check out the file section. You're probably missing out on a ton of good content. So it's awesome. Hey, Reseller King. Oh, what's the firefighter store name? Well, I don't know what the store name is, but let me look here. Oh, and here's the post. I am still looking for more federal employees. I don't think we have one for tomorrow yet, so I'm going to go check the post, and I will bump this to the top. I'll bump that to the top right now.
Okay, Debbie says Sparrow Sand Pennies is the store name we are helping out.
Yeah, Sparrows and Pennies.
Oh, Sparrows and Pennies. There we go.
Sparrow. Well, it could be Sparrow Sand Pennies.
Yeah, it could.
So there it is, Sparrow and Pennies. That's the one today.
Okay.
And she has a lot of Pyrex. So if you need, or someone wants some Pyrex, check out what she has. All right. That is the first part of the show. Now it's time for Mama's Boy, where each week I share a embarrassing and or cute photo. This one I decided to use because I just saw Bruno Mars on my birthday, which was last month. And Bruno has brought back the brand Cross Colors. So Cross Colors was a huge hip hop brand in the early 90s. And I found a picture of me rocking a Cross Colors hat with zero facial hair.
Oh, my. Oh, that's a good one, Jace.
I got no earrings. I got no facial hair. There's probably a lot of hair under that hat.
Wow.
Based on how long it's been since I've not had any. I mean, I have no goatee, nothing.
Nothing, huh?
Nothing. So
I love it. I love it.
So that's our Mama's Boy for this week. And then, of course, we got to have That's My Mama. We always got some good throwback photos. And bam.
All right. You can see the name on the car, but if you're not looking closely, that is a 1962 Studebaker. A Lark, Studebaker Lark. Dad's reminding me. And it was a convertible. And this car was run by Dad's brother, Craig. And so, it was, can you believe he actually won a car? And I just thought you guys would enjoy seeing that from 62. Can you see the white wall tires on the car, Jace?
Those are huge white walls.
Yeah, those were the white walls back in the day. So, yeah.
And whose house was this?
This is where your dad was born, and then Mom and Dad and I bought it from his parents, and we lived there for a while, and that's where you were born.
There it is.
Yeah, that was it.
All right, let's check out your scores of the week.
All right. Okay.
There we go.
All right, I showed this on my haul. This was actually your mother's dress. Would you look how short those mini dresses were at one point? This is a young Edwardian. It had a little bit of problem with it. Not much, but, just not. Oh, no, I'm thinking of the other one. I put up 2 that day. The other one had more snags in it, but this one was in good shape for as old as it was because I wore this in the 70s, you guys. And I got my full asking price of the $49.99. So that was really a good sale. That was by Young Edwardian, which is the label in that, everybody. And I bought a lot of their clothing back in the day and wore a number of things by them. And I also I should put these up for sale, Jason. I have the Young Edwardian shoes as well. And they had a specific look to them. I should probably dig some of those out and put them up for sale because I don't think I'll be wearing those anymore.
No, I did have a question I missed from the Spazzy Lab. Is there a video showing how to set up international shipping? Too many variables. I don't know. So we've done episodes on it. There's definitely tons of posts in the Thrifting Board. So come on over. There's tons of content between my YouTube channel and the Thrifting Board. It's really not that hard. It's super duper easy. I taught myself how to ship internationally 19 years ago. And back then, no one was doing it. So I really had a leg up on the competition. Now, there's still not enough people doing it. I every week I do a segment on Thrifty Business. There's people saying, nope, not shipping internationally. So, you have a choice of 330 million potential customers or 7.6 billion potential customers.
Right, for sure.
Really no-brainer. All right, what's next here?
Okay. I wish I had more of these to sell. This is the last of the oyster plates that I had found from our restore by us that I paid $1.50 for, you guys, for each plate. And this was the last one to sell. And I got the full asking price of $79. You know, it just surprises you sometimes how quickly some people, when they see it, they want it, they buy it, poof, and they pay you right away. And, you know, there was no hesitation. I mean, I would have even taken a best offer, but this person wanted it, and away it went. So I made out really well on oyster plates. Also, be on the lookout, guys, for the oyster cans. Those bring big money. They're very popular in the Maryland area, and yeah, depending on the can. But if you find some goodies, they're worth a lot of money. So anything to do with oysters sells well. Okay. Yeah, this is by Treasure Craft. I think some of you have heard us use the term before. This is pretty popular in the Hawaiian tiki world. And this is a Treasure Craft hula dancer figurine that I did pay $2 for and sold it for the $25. So that was a nice sale. And when you find these, you will find a lot of crazing normally in the white part. You know, Jason, those just, for some reason, the way they were made, you get a lot of crazing in that pattern. So don't be afraid to not purchase it. That's where I'm going with this. Still buy it, because we don't care. Hawaiian people don't care.
Yeah, as long as we know.
Yeah, you got to mention it. Yeah. Yeah, this, you know, I found 2 boxes of these guys at that one garage sale that I went to that was so freezing cold. And I did pay 25 cents for my Rinso and sold it for $19.99. And I got 1 box to go. Don't know if it went to any place special. I thought maybe it might have been a movie set, but I don't think it was. And this is something that we've had around, and I finally got it listed, and it sold practically right away. This is a Votive candle holder. I think you pronounce it Orifors. If you find these at garage sales or in cheaply, I highly recommend you don't pass these up, because these do sell pretty well. Paid $1 for ours and sold it for the $27. So, and it was new in the box. I mean, you know how people get wedding presents and gifts or shower gifts or whatever, and they don't use them years on down the road. Well, that's how I found that one, guys, still new in the box. NIB.
NIB.
NIB. Here we go. MCM. Now, see, I use a full title, Jason, on mine instead of using MCM. I suppose I could have, but you know, this is a mid-century modern ceramic teak table lamp, because that's actually wood in between there. And we bought that lamp. Oh, gee, I don't have my price in here, Jason. Oh, well, probably no more than $5, because we don't go very high on those.
Not a quarter?
Yeah, not a quarter. But yeah, we got a nice return on investment there. RIO. Do you see how I'm getting all these acronyms in the show today? All right, what do we got next? Okay. Yeah, this I found at, I think, this was at the Cancer Society. Fitz and Floyd Cockatoo pitcher that we paid $2 for. And this one sold for actually $25. I took a best offer of $25 on this one. But Fitz and Floyd, I've always sold all mine. You know, Jace, it's always sold well for Mom. I threw this in. It wasn't a huge return, but anytime I'm selling media, I get excited. But I only
Good job, Ma.
Yeah, I only paid 50 cents for that, Jace. So, you know, that I was excited that we got the $15 out of it. So not too bad. Yeah, so I've sold a few media things the last couple of weeks. So that's kind of cool. And this isn't, I know this isn't huge, but I always seem to sell our Tupperware. I mean, we have done really well on vintage Tupperware. I did buy this for a quarter in $11.99. So, you know, I'll take that. You know, I'm not always going for the big buck. I don't mind getting $12 for a 25-cent investment. And this had, and you know, as I was putting this down on my scores for you today, what am I missing from that title? And I am shocked that I missed it. Does it hit you at all?
Cowboy?
Cowboy. Can you believe I didn't put that in? I mean, it sold, and this was a freebie. This is when we went where it was filled the bag, and I saw the hat at the last minute, and we put it on my head, and she said, "Oh, just take it." So the hat was free, and I took a best offer of $20 on it, and away it went. So, you know. And then, as a lot of you know, I've been slowly selling off our Native American Indian collection, and this is a beautiful club. and War Club, and we took a best offer of $60 on that, and just sold that the other day. And the next item that we're going to see, folks, I actually did sell this a few weeks ago, but I was kind of holding off to show everybody. This was that beautiful poodle purse that I thought Angela Ritchie was going to buy. I'm just teasing Angela, but I probably should have even kept it for myself. It was in such gorgeous condition that we picked up for $2 and sold it for the 120. It was just a beauty. You just one of those rare finds that you come across once in a blue moon, and there it was. So I will end with that nice sale.
Nice sale.
Yeah, that was a goodie.
I'll
Okay.
sit back and relax and watch you do your haul, and then we're out of here.
Yeah. Well, how are we doing? Okay, I'll move along. I won't. I'll try. I'll pick the more fun pieces.
The cream of the crop.
Okay, here. I'll do the Sarah first. How's that? Okay. So Dad and I always have this thing that when we go out thrifting, we're gonna go past like this Goodwill or the Salvation Army. I say, oh, maybe we should go because that what's the word, honey? When we're looking for the tiki mugs.
It's the Holy
Grail. I'm sorry, the Holy Grail. So here's the Holy Grail that we found, Jace.
Oh, a Norwegian cruise line tiki.
Yeah, so I mean, I will probably use this and put it with other ones that aren't, real expensive type things and do a grouping down the road. I only paid $2 for this, but there's a lot of them listed, but not really do they sell very well. And this has got the humu humu fish on there. So it's the native fish of Hawaii. So we'll start with that one. Okay. Then Dad picked this up. It's a beautiful decanter. It's Delft and it's ceramics.
Delft.
Really. Yeah, Delft. And the cork stopper is still in pretty good condition on that. And what did we pay for this, Jay? Or $2?
$1.50.
$1.50. $1.50. And I did put this up for $20 today. So that's listed.
Nice.
What's this, Jace? You know what this is?
For shift and flour.
Yep, and it's the old squeeze handle one. This was a
high tech.
now, this is something I would use MCM on. This is mid-century modern, everybody. So this would be something I would use. It's not a huge sale, but I only paid $1 for it. I'm going to list this for around $15. Hopefully, I might get 10 out of it, but it was just too cute to not have. Okay, then these two things I'm going to group together. This is new in the box, Mickey Mouse mug Fantasia. It's the anniversary one from 1940 to 1990, and also the Fantasia plate, also celebrating the anniversary. Yeah, it still has the original stickers on this. Paid $2 each for these things, you guys, and I'm putting this up for $25 on that. Okay, so there's that, and these three things I've had. This is, as we're slowly going through our profit piles. So I put these three items together. Hopefully they will sell. Marilyn Monroe. This is I put this up, since Valentine's is around the corner. Maybe somebody's going to want this. But this is the plate. And this one was dated 1988, everybody. So there's the label. Whoops. The label on the back side. And this is clay art. For those of you that know clay art. And this is her bust. Also by clay art. And
That's
it's
kind of freaky.
Yeah, it is freaky on it because it doesn't look a lot like her. I don't think. I think it's kind of weird looking, don't you?
Yeah.
So that, and along with that, I have put the plate of the movie Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. So this is also dated what do we got here? 1990 on the plate. So I put these all together and I've listed them for $49.99. And I originally spent, let's see, 5, 3, and 2. So about $10, okay, on those. All right. Okay. Don't know if I'm parting with these yet, JT, but they're pretty nice. Look at these seahorses.
Ooh, those things.
I know. Aren't these nice? They're I guess they're kind of metal because, can you hear that? It was $6 for the pair, but I don't know. They're just awfully unique. So I don't know if Mommy's going to part with those yet or not. So there's those. And as some of you may know, The Wizard of Oz is being released. Actually, today's one of the days, the 27th, the 29th, and the 30th of January. They're on the big screen. So in case anybody has never seen it on the big screen, you definitely should go. But I happened to come across this cute little kid's jumper yesterday of The Wizard of Oz. So it was $2. and I've listed it for 20. So we'll see if Mom gets any takers on that. It's really, really cute. If it was bigger, I would have kept it for the girls. Okay, then Dad picked these up, Jay. These are some Echo Echo jeans, Echo Limited jeans with the embroidery on the pockets.
Cool.
They don't even look like they've been worn. Have you sewn Echo, Jace? Unlimited?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think we could get for these? I need some expertise on this one.
I mean, I have to check comparables, but probably get like $25-30 for them.
Okay. All right. So Dad picked those up. And since we had such a fabulous seminar from Annette the other night, I've been on the lookout, Bolo, for more and more lingerie, and I found this black lace slip. And it is older because it does have the metal, adjustable snap things here rather than plastic. Plastic is newer. And so this is kind of a pretty one. It's got some nice lace. Got some really pretty lace at the bottom. And this was $2. So I'm going to probably list this for around $25-30. I really think that, since her lingerie seems to be moving really, really well. I picked up, we were at an estate sale driving. Oh, I forgot to send you those pictures. We drove in a blizzard, you guys, to go to this estate sale on Friday. 11 degrees, and we couldn't see. It was one of those that kept blowing so bad. And my last item will be one of the other things that we purchased there. But these 3 records, Jason, look at these. These are
cool.
Really, really, really cool. You got that one. We got that one. And we got that one. And I got all 3 for $1. So, I haven't taken, Jason, what'd you find on price on these? Did you find something big? I can't remember.
Yeah, but one's like $8, one's like $15, and
Yeah.
one doesn't exist.
And one doesn't exist. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe I'll list these for around $30, Jason. For all 3. I'm going to put them all together and do that.
Well, if one doesn't exist, I don't know if I just go 30 for the 3. I would make sure I do a little more checking.
I
Worth
will.
points,
Yeah. Hey, I looked these up really quickly, but this CD here. This one here was around a $15 CD, I think, Jace. And then I picked up this one. And this one.
Mom's buying Black Sabbath CDs.
Yeah. How about that? So yeah, and actually all of these were in the new and used department. These were, prices look pretty decent. So we'll see how we do.
Hey, what brand was that slip? Jenny wants to know.
What brand is it? I forget. Is there a tag on this one? No, I'm not seeing a tag right off the bat. Let's see if here we go. This is, there it is. Van. I think this is one of the ones that Annette talked about. Van Roelte, Roelte, R-O-A-L-T-E. Van Roelte, R-O-A-L-T-E. All nylon. I'm pretty sure that's one of the ones that Annette talked about in her presentation. And it is. Oh, did you need the size?
Oh no, Jenny let's Jenny shopping for herself.
Then this was from my haul actually about a week ago, and I didn't show it last week because we were running short on time. So I'll just do a couple of these because I know we are running short on time. But I hit this the booth at one of the antique malls that we go to, and she had a ton of Hawaiian dresses there, and anywhere from $5 to $8. And I jumped on them because they were really cool. This one here is the older Hilo Hattie label, and just a really pretty silky moo here. And, this was $5, Jason. So, Mommy can't pass those up. And this was an $8 one. Oh, man, if this would fit Mom, I wouldn't be using. Look at this, Jason. Look at this old label. That's when Mommy was there back in. Yeah, this is Liberty House, you guys, which was one of the big things. And this is Lila, I think, of Honolulu. Anyways, we got a really pretty one here. Can you see that? Those gorgeous colors. Look, Jason. Love it. But it's a tiny one, guys. I'm estimating this is probably a small. And I paid $8 for this. And it's full floor length. Okay.
Very nice.
And we'll look at the colors in this one. I mean, she has some gorgeous stuff there, Jace. And I paid $8 for this one. This one's got the ruffle at the neck and ruffle at the bottom. And I'm probably, most of these are going to be around $35, $40, somewhere in that vicinity. when I go to list these. And this one was a $5 jobby, just a, an average moo, but let's see, is my label old? Oh, this is Liberty House, Jason. This is an old one. Look at this. This one. I don't even think Mom's even seen this one. So can you see that
Very
old
cool.
label? Yeah. So that's an old timer. And that. Oh, here's another pretty one. Let's see my label on
Man,
this.
how many did you get?
Oh, I know. I mean, here, Pennies of Hawaii. This is an older one for sure.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Trini
This
wants
was,
to know, how do you know the label is older? Because this is what we know. I mean, it is one of those things. Plus, there is a vintage label guide on the interwebs. Just Google it and you'll find it. But you can tell. If you look at a 1960s label and a 2019 label, you know the difference. So you can tell how the label's made, what it says. If it doesn't say what care instructions, that means it's pre-72, I think.
I know. All right. Then I know this is all from the same booth. And then this is a blouse or a man's shirt with the old Hula Hattie label. These are like from the 1980s, I think, that label, isn't it, Jay?
Yep.
Somewhere. I mean, it's just, nothing earth shattering, but just too good to leave up. But it's a 2XL, vintage 2XL. So that's definitely a smaller 2XL than what it is today. Now this, I couldn't believe it. Your mother wore this, Jason, in the 80s. Oh yeah, I about lost it. I said, oh my God, I almost had the exact same one. This is a one-piece jumpsuit, you guys, with the padded shoulders. Can you guys see that? It's just something else. If you watch the Goldbergs, she wears these all the time. Jason, yeah, I'm sure you've seen it.
Oh, yeah.
The label on this one is Joan Walters. And it's just a nice one-piece jumpsuit, as you can see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's just really, really nice. Oh my God, Aunt Patty and I used to, just have tons and tons of these. Okay, then the other thing I picked up was this Pendleton jacket, Jason. Look at this. Isn't this cute? Little blazer here.
Nice.
This was only $3, you guys, and I'm probably going to put that up for around $25, $30. It's in very nice condition. And let's see here. That's not exciting. We won't show that. And I don't know this label by Cachet. It's Cachet, Jason, but it also says Alberto Mackley. I don't know. I just thought it was quite nice little jacket, but like a bolero type jacket because it's short. And I picked that up for $2, and I'll probably list this for around 25 or so. Okay, now the coup de grace. Here we go. This is where my video was coming in, but we'll work on it later. Talk for a second. I got to pick this baby up.
All right. So this coming week, Thrifty Business, we have a brand new seller to eBay that had found the Thrifting Board and only started like 3 or 4 months ago, and of course went from 0 sales to like $4,000 over a course of a couple months. And so he retired because he just had enough of working for the man. And so we're going to hear his story. So, it'll be one of the freshest online sellers we've ever had, because it's still like, I think we're at maybe 4.5 months. Debbie might know. Debbie's in the chat. 4.5 months, 5 months, maybe tops. So he is really new to this game, but he came out of the gates and he's crushing it. So tune in Thursday night, 8 o'clock East Coast, 5 o'clock West Coast, this same channel, Jason T. Smith on YouTube.
Okay. All right. So I'll set the scene before I pull this up. We went to this estate sale on Friday in that awful, awful weather. And in the basement, I saw this particular item hanging from the ceiling. And I said, how much? And I looked at the price tag and he had $150 on it. And I said, oh dear, $150. I don't know about that. And I did quick, look up my things on the phone, and they were selling way upwards of that. So I called the guy and I said, does this work? And he says, well, I don't know. I said, well, can we plug it in? Well, they plugged it in and nothing happened. The light didn't come on and nothing was going. And that quick, he said to us, how's $75 sound?
Wait, now what was it originally?
Yeah, $150.
Okay, so within a second, he's like, how's 75 sound?
Yeah. And I said, well, if it doesn't work, and I said to Dad, I said, well, I still think we can get some pretty good money out of this, even if if it doesn't work. So here it is, folks.
Let me guess the punchline. We got it home and Big Daddy fixed it. Nice.
Isn't this a beauty? Now, this actually rotates and it does light up. And yes, your father fixed it. I mean, your dad, I tell you.
Was that the video you were shooting, Mama?
This is the video because we hooked it up in the kitchen, and it does spin. It rotates as well as lights up. And we had to put the only thing that was missing was the panel on the bottom, which should be a white piece of panel, but your dad put some black press cardboard on it to just finish it off. So for a $75 investment, these are listed. The highest one I saw listed on eBay was $5.99 or $5.50. And so, you know, I'm not quite sure where we're going to price it. Yes, I'm thinking around $3.50, Jason, because we don't have the bottom. But, you know, the panels are in great shape. The stained glass that's on this, everybody, is plastic, but I will mention stained glass, you know, in my description. But it does rotate. It works perfect. And Daddy had to go and get a new little, I don't know, not a fuse or a ballast or something just to put in there. It cost $1, and it made it work. So how about that? So we now have $76 invested in this. But, you know, I think I probably listed for around $3.50 just because.
Nice.
So how's that?
That was awesome. And is Big Daddy still sitting there to come on and say hi real quick?
He was here and he went back and watched TV, I guess. One thing I hesitated on, and I probably should have bought it. I'm kind of kicking myself on this one. He had a silver aluminum Christmas tree there as well. And it was about a 7-footer. It was big, really big. And he had $160 on it. And the best he would do was $100. I was kind of hoping more for $50, but they're selling upwards of $200 and $300, those suckers, I'm telling you. So, you know, I hesitated because I wanted this more. I just, you know, was looking at that. So that's the haul.
And that says she has that light hanging at Elmwood Cottage. It's been hanging and turning for 60 years.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah, because this guy thinks that this was from either the later 60s or early 70s, from what we can tell.
Bill Weeder said, BDCSA, Big Daddy can ship anything. That's very true.
Oh,
all right, excellent show. Thank you all for tuning in. Give us a big thumbs up if you learned anything today. If you didn't, screw it. Still give us a thumbs up. Next Sunday's Super Bowl. I'm throwing a party, so there'll be no show. But Mom and I might pop in at some point while she's here for 2 weeks and do a little mother and son live next to each other. So we'll figure out a little something at some point while she's here visiting. And like I said, Thrifting Business is this Wednesday.
Yeah, you're right. We got when is it
Thursday?
Wednesday?
Excuse me.
Thursday? Okay. All right. So good. So I'll be there for that. I can be your guest in the audience.
All right. And then those of you in the Secret Beach, Thursday during the day, we have our guest expert of the month, Shannon Posh, otherwise known as Recyclista. And she's going to be teaching us all about vintage kitchenware that you should be flipping. Kind of like Mom's little flour sifter, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, that kind of stuff. Good. Cool.
All right.
Very
well, thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend. Those of you in the cold weather, stay warm. Station Center in Chicago Tuesday, Wednesday, when it's going to be negative 60 wind chill. So that's going to be fun. So wish us the best. And that's it. So for selling past your expiration date, being thrifty over 50, I'm Jay.
I'm Peg. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.